And one of my notes is, so I will never pause this perfect again. You almost have to do a frame by frame, but it's there, and the fact that they put it there and it's so quick. It's one of the things that I love about found footage, but I'll talk about that later. There's little nuggets that you don't even see, until your third viewing. And I just think that's so cool. But yeah, I just wanted to see if you kind of had noticed that or, seen that. But yeah, check it out.
No, I love this movie more.
And then one more thing regarding, because it's just the wide-eyed girl. I told you, I was very unsettled the second that she turns her head towards the camera and the orchestra, goes into pretty much like Insidious title card mode, which that orchestral noise just always gets to me. We have that moment, and then later, Benji remarks whenever they're with Latup, the camera turns, and then the camera turns back to him, and then Benji is the one that says, "How did he get up there so fast?" So Benji was the one to notice that all of a sudden he is otherworldly, ahead, but he missed it with this girl. And I might be looking into it too much, but that's just something that I kind of noticed. All the things with the wide-eyed girl, it was that foreboding, atmospheric kind of feeling that I love in horror. And, it kind of reminded me of the VHS segment with Hannah Fireman, whenever they get...
Oh, in the room?
Yeah. It kind of reminded me, those big, like, those big piercing eyes, and it was just really cool.
That's neat. I love the cult segment in VHS 2. Oh my gosh, with Gareth Evans and I think someone else. I forget the name of the other director. The guy who did The Night Comes For Us, I believe, which is a beautiful film. Yeah, I love that segment of VHS 2 with the cult. Woo!
I'm gonna revisit. It's been way too long, and I have this thing about oh my gosh, the anthologies.
Anthologies.
Yeah, I have this thing about anthologies where like I don't retain a lot of it just because it's not a whole story. So I have to revisit them way more often than I'd like to say out loud. But that's my big rectify is watching more anthologies and not forgetting everything. So I want to go back now. Thank you for that.
I just watched the Mortuary collection. That's on Shudder.
That was really good.
Yeah. I love that the one guy directed it, so it feels more like a thorough narrative because it has one voice. It's not really discordant throughout. But I still see a lot of... there's a lot to remember in that. But, okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
We watch a lot of movies. We work on a lot of stuff. We have information processing bias at all times. What are some movies that you just... that have just been burnt into your memory? Can you think of any that you watched once or twice, but you can just... almost tell somebody word for word, obviously you can't, but as close as possible to what that movie's about? Have you ever watched something once or twice and just have it burnt in your memory?
Yes, I have. I think Climax was burned into my memory.
Oh, what a perfect movie!
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. Actually, it was like I don't think that I will forget that movie in 50 years. I think that there will still be parts, in my brain that are gonna remember a lot of unsettling things in that movie.
You know what Nothing 2 should be about?
What?
You trying to recreate everyone's dance in the beginning, just Clayton, and then you edit it together. So it's you being driven mad by trying to recreate, like you're each dancer, and then you want to edit it all together via trickery and plates, and you want to recreate it all with just you.
I would not want to put any viewer through that. So, it's a great idea, but no, I care too much about everyone. But yeah, good idea.
You are absolutely right. I really have. That's a perfect movie that you picked. It's in my brain. It is never leaving me. It's not going anywhere. Another one for me is The Blackcoat's Daughter, which I completely absorbed while watching because it just sort of connected with me with all the loneliness aspects of it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I listened to your best horror of 2017, and I almost jumped up the second you said Blackcoat's Daughter was your favorite movie. I love it so much. It's I think Oz Perkins is probably the best setter of atmosphere that is in the game. You know, just foreboding feeling, and that's what I love in my horror. And he definitely is so good at that.
It never feels precious. And I have a Blackcoat's Daughter episode coming out. Zanandi and I recorded it. And watching it again and researching, you know how some horror movies play very precious, where it feels manufactured? And
Right.
nothing from Oz feels precious. You never just
Right.
look at it and go, oh,
Right.
it feels so organic. I love it. And just the fact that a child doesn't want a demon to leave her and she says, stay, is heartbreaking. But yeah, just watching that scene where the low-key exorcism. Ugh. And then when Emma Roberts laughs when she realizes that James Remar is the parent, I mean, it's just such a mean, fun, cool movie. It makes me so happy. Such a good film.
Her in the furnace the first time that you see her going, up and down, hands. I mean, the shivers, dude.
I was trying to prep for that movie, and I had probably watched it 5 times. And then I was trying to watch it at night to take notes. And then when that scene came on, I'm like, nah, I'll just watch it during the day. I'll deal with it later. I don't want to. I can't do this right now. So.
Yeah, it's just such a secluded feeling movie. Just the snow, and I don't know where do they film that?
Up in Canada.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just the whole setting it was just perfect.
I love it. Hey, so how about this? Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will talk more As Above, So Below. We will be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And Clayton, I have a surprise for you.
What's the surprise?
We are going to do, for Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook, the page, we're going to do a treasure hunt movie draft. So I'm dropping this right on you, but I'll give you first pick, and we just pick movies where treasure is hunted for. And so it can be any movie just about treasure hunting. Someone's looking for treasure, and since we're doing As Above, So Below, they're looking for treasure, I figured this would be fun. So we'll do a treasure hunt movie draft, and you can vote on this the day after this episode is released on Movies, Films, and Flicks. And if you listen to this 5 months afterwards, just go to Movies, Films, and Flicks on Facebook anyway, and look at just vote on whatever we have. Check out everything. We got good content. So yeah, you get first pick.
All right. Well then, I'll just go ahead and snatch up the Goonies.
It's so good. It's perfect. I'm gonna take National Treasure. I don't care. I will never not take National Treasure first.
There you go. Okay. Then Tomb Raider and the Cradle of Life.
Ooh, is that the second one? Or the first one? Is that the one where she punches the shark?
Yeah, that would be that.
Oh, I love that movie. All right, since you went cheeky, I'm going to take Anacondas 2, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid.
Oh, that's good. That is a good find. Oh, my gosh, a pirate movie. Pirates of the Caribbean.
All right, Pirates of the Caribbean. Ooh, that's a good one. Black Pearl?
Yeah, Black Pearl, of course.
Black Pearl. So then let's see. Now I got to pick a treasure hunt movie. Oh, man, there's so many good ones. But I also like picking really weird ones. Let's see. Well, you know what? Let's go for a good yarn that maybe I think more people should watch. Let's do Romancing the Stone. I think that's a fun movie. I dig it.
Romancing the Stone. Okay, yeah. I haven't checked that one out yet.
It's a good picture. Zemeckis. Douglas. It's good.
Okay. All right. Is it bad that I'm just not up on my treasure hunting movies?
I feel also like just dropped this on you too. I didn't give you a chance.
Yeah, I'm bombing here. I'm out.
Look on. Do you have to type something in? There's Sahara. There's the Good, the Bad, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. There's other National Treasure movies. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? There's The Hobbit, The Treasure of Monte Cristo, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
All right, I got another rando one for you.
Ooh.
Black Sea.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that movie. I'm gonna take Three Kings.
Oh, that is a good one.
You got one left.
One left?
Yep, one left.
Wasn't The Rundown?
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful pick.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's evil. I think you just won this.
That was just a fun movie.
You know what? Since this is a hunt, I'm just gonna do something from this year and do the Five Bloods. The Five Bloods. I'll pick
Nice.
that.
All right.
So you have Goonies, Tomb Raider, and the Cradle of Life. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Black Pearl, Black Sea, and The Rundown. I have National Treasure, Anacondas 2, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid, Romancing the Stone, Three Kings, and The Five Bloods. That's an eclectic pick, and I'm so happy you didn't grab a Raiders or an Indiana Jones. I like it.
Yeah, I went Goonies, which was a little, cheap off the top, but I tried my best after that.
But you know what though? That's not an ultimate ringer, the Goonies. Yes, it's well known, but you didn't just go Indiana Jones or Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right. Yeah.
I would have been. You went with your heart, and I appreciate that. You didn't go to win. You went with your heart, and then you picked Tomb Raider. That's an MFF style right there. I'd put together teams that always lose, but I'd rather lose with teams I love than pick a team trying to win that I don't really care about and lose. If that makes sense.
Right.
Oh, so back to As Above, So Below. What do you think?
Yeah. So that that was the first thing that I loved. Do you want to keep going through the film or go back to the three big things?
Yeah, I want to hear about the three things that you loved in this movie. Tell me what the moments in this film that you just loved.
Something I just absolutely loved is the sound design. The second that we see the black cloak in the chair, and then all of a sudden George's hand hits the wall, and it's like his hand has awoken the wall.
Oh.
And, through the sound design, it's just elevated at that moment, and you've got all the unsettling sounds. I'm sure you've got infrasound going crazy. That really just it was actually. We tested the nothing whenever we were doing a sound check, with the sound designer at the end of the film. We checked it against As Above, So Below.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was because of these moments, and we would check it against scenes. The movies are nothing alike, but I just loved the amount of sound and all the little things. Pertaining to the sound design in that film. So, yeah.
Beautiful sound design.
And so the third thing is just talking about found footage. Something I love is I like to look at horror movies, and this is for me, and I actually wish I wasn't this way, but I look at horror films like a director holding an egg, but also taking us on a journey. And the problem is so many times we try to get taken too far and the egg gets broken. For me, I get taken out of a horror film if I see too much CGI. But if you compare that to if I was watching a comedy, it's like, well, that joke didn't land, but it didn't take away all the other funny jokes that I've heard previous. You know, it's something that you're building towards. If found footage, I feel like a lot of the times we're not overshowing the thing we're scared of. And for me, that just really works. I didn't notice that whenever she turns, her hanging father, and then she realizes it's her, she's going mad. And she freaks out and starts running, and there are teeth on the ground biting her feet. And I didn't notice that for the first two watches. And then all of a sudden I pick that up and I'm thinking, okay, this is pure psychological terror. You number one, you're like, oh, there's my dead dad. This sucks. Number two, it's like, oh my gosh, it's actually me and I'm crazy. Number three, the ground is biting your feet. I have to run and I don't even know where I'm running. I feel like in so many horror films that are non-found footage, there's this obligation to show the thing we're scared of too much on screen. And I don't know, the fact that we see less in this film, and there are moments where I'm like, oh, don't break the egg, and it just never gets there for As Above, So Below to me. And that's just something I absolutely love about this movie and a lot of found footage. Not all, but a lot of found footage. So, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I mean, I noticed the feet today. That's the first time I ever noticed it. The chomping it. It just, and also the devil sitting in the chair just doesn't really